Hey there guys, DealCoats1 here and welcome back. Quick update on the gardens here, and I'm going to make this video real quick because the heat here is just unbearable here on the second floor. Alright, so our Dentea is doing well. As you guys can see, it's split and those splits are becoming larger here. Tocanensis is actually doing great. The blooms have pretty much just started to stop. The stalk's starting to brown, so I'm just waiting to collect seeds. Our Filiformis here is doing great. We've got a new strand coming up and another strand starting to grow just down in there. It's really hard to see, but it's there. Our typical here is doing great. We got our big summer traps coming out. Same with our B52s and our dragon over here. Our Swaniana, well, seems to be suffering from the heat a little bit. I mean, you can see here, they're watered fine. It's sitting in the 2 inches. I don't know if I just need to rotate it and put it in partial shade or not. Our pools from the local bog, these are the invasives with a couple of the native sundews that ended up getting tagged along. The flava, obviously that's gonna thrive. I mean, this stuff grows like weeds. It's beautiful, it's thriving. We got a new pitcher coming up, several more new ones growing. The Drosera that came attached with it, Drosera rotundifolia, is actually doing great, and this one is flowering. The fly traps here are struggling a bit. The Purpurea seems to be doing all right. We did get a tiny little Drosera over there with that Purpurea, but you know, it's doing okay. Somewhat. The flytrap flowers have not yet bloomed. I don't know what's going on with the flytraps. I don't know if they just got shocked pretty good or not. I'm guessing that they did. Our Cape is doing amazing. I'm gonna guess this is probably a cultivar grade sample. It is very prolific, thriving great. It's grown, you know, probably a good, I want to say maybe an 1/8 of an inch, somewhere between an 1/8 and a 1/16 of an inch stalk. Flowers are coming along nicely on this first one, and we do have a secondary flower stalk just starting to bloom in there, as you guys can see there. Our Spatulata is also doing wonderfully. I do got to go through and, you know, make sure those stalks stay trimmed. We've had some of the flowers here bloom. I'm just waiting for those to develop their seeds, brown up, so I can trim them for seed harvest. The Purpurea here has actually done some splits, which is doing awesome. I have to go through and hopefully next spring here separate those splits. Same with this Scarlet Bell. I've actually discovered this one went from actually a pretty good sized plant to I want to say maybe 4 or 5 splits in here. It's really hard for me to count them. It looks like probably 4. While this one, on the other hand, has had some great new growth, but it's actually just growing taller. So I'm wondering why that one's not splitting. It's probably getting close though, so who knows, maybe next year this one will have some splits to it. But yeah, anyways, they're actually all doing relatively great out here, so can't wait to see how they start off next year and the continual growth, but I'll keep you guys all updated. Catch y'all later.